Salsa family, and today coming back at you guys with another Madden video on the channel. And in today's video we're going to be going over some potential information as well as opinion with regards to getting Madden 23 absolutely free. Yes sir. And fellas, if y'all couldn't tell, I'm pretty excited today. I'm back home after being out of town for the last 6 weeks. I had an insane Europe trip for 5 weeks, and then I went to New York with Zerk, Scomo, and Vic to visit the Underdog headquarters on my way home. So it was a crazy last 6 weeks. I'll put some photos up on the screen right here. All the videos you guys saw over the past almost 2 months were all pre-recorded, so honestly that content on the channel was pretty mid to say the least. I wasn't able to put that much time and effort into the videos because of course I wasn't in front of my console, but we are finally back. I'm excited to make some vids here, and then of course Madden 23 and the NFL season are right around the corner. I can almost feel it, bro. I'm excited. So yeah, let's get into it, fellas. What I want to do is start it off by talking about a leak that kind of came out a couple of weeks ago but was quickly shut down by EA Sports. So let's start off this video by talking about that piece of information that I mentioned before. As you guys can see on the screen, there's a couple articles that I'm kind of going to be reviewing in the video that are going to be talking about something that EA Sports kind of messed up on but could have potentially hinted at for the future. Now what I'm referring to in the video is a service called Xbox Gamepass. Now if you don't know what Xbox Gamepass is, essentially what this is it's a subscription service that you can buy on your Xbox, which is basically going to allow you guys to download a bunch of games for free. And I want to say it costs you like $5, but once you're subscribed you can get access to any of the games in there. So MLB The Show, it was on there. If you paid your $5, you were going to be able to get MLB The Show. If Madden's on there, that's going to mean you can get that, as well as a bunch of other cool games that again, you're only paying $5 a month for, which really isn't that much. It's $60 a year. That's my bad on the numbers, fellas. It's actually $1 for the first 3 months and $11 for the months after that. So let's say for example you get it for a year. That's going to mean you're spending about $110 for Game Pass for an entire year if you sign up like right now. And then as you guys know, Madden as well as a lot of other games are costing you about $100. So if you guys get Game Pass and you get just 2 games, that's going to be giving you good value because you're going to be spending $110, but of course you're going to be getting 2 games that would typically sell for over $200. And if Madden came out on Game Pass, it would have been insane for the game, but as this article says right here, it was actually leaked that Madden was supposed to be on Game Pass and then they quickly took it off. So basically on the Xbox Game Pass website, as you guys can see in this article right here, it said that Madden would be available on Game Pass, and then Game Pass quickly took it off, which is Microsoft. They quickly took it off and they basically said this was an error in Madden 23 and how it was displayed on Xbox, and it has since been corrected to say that it's not going to be on Game Pass right away. Now what that could mean is it could potentially mean that someone at EA Sports knows the game is going to be coming out on Game Pass, but maybe it's not available for like the first month. Maybe they put it on like after the first month. We don't really know what's going to be happening with this whole situation right here, but I did want to bring this to your guys' attention. Let's say for example you play Madden and maybe you don't scoop up Madden that early every single year. Maybe you get it around Christmas time or something like that. Well, you know what, by that time it could maybe be available on Game Pass, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that actually use Xbox, I think most people on Xbox typically have Game Pass because it's really good value. You can scoop up like a ton of games, and again you're only going to be paying that $11 subscription fee. So if you guys go in and maybe you want to play like MLB The Show, you can scoop that up. If Madden's available on there, that'd be awesome. There's a ton of other games on Game Pass as well, like old FIFA games as well as a bunch of shooter games and stuff like that. But we'll see what kind of comes of this whole Game Pass situation. Again, it's kind of weird that they would say it's available on the site. I feel like that had to be someone that knew it would eventually be available, that said it was available right away at the start of the year. A couple other websites have kind of mentioned this, and most of them have said similar things. EA Sports did put out a statement that said this was an error in Madden 23, and again, like I said before, it had been corrected, but we'll see what kind of comes of this. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it on Game Pass maybe a little bit earlier than they usually do. Usually EA Sports waits, I want to say, about 5 months before they drop the game on Game Pass, which in my opinion is just too long. The way that the video game landscape is moving, it would make sense for them to release this game on Game Pass and release it right away. Like look at MLB The Show for example. MLB The Show, I want to say, just spiked in popularity over the last 2 years, and the reason why I think is because it was available on Game Pass. It allowed people to just try out the game, and once people were trying out the game, maybe they were streaming it, maybe they were telling their friends, and that just created like a snowball effect that even people on PlayStation started purchasing it more and more. And even just look at like the most popular video games nowadays. Obviously I'm going to use like a mainstream example right here in Fortnite, and Fortnite, as you guys know, it's a free-to-play game, but the developers at Fortnite are able to make a ton of money off of the microtransactions that are in-game, and I feel like the way Madden is set up right now, Madden's probably making, I would say, a large portion of their revenue off of the microtransactions in-game. So if EA Sports is able to get this product out to more and more people, naturally they'll lose that revenue up front and they'll lose that initial cost that people spend on the game, but they should make that back, and then potentially could make that back and then some if the game blows up and microtransactions just go absolutely crazy for them. But again, we'll see what happens with all that in the future, I would expect that it should be on Game Pass, and hopefully, just fingers crossed, hopefully it's earlier than they would do it in the past, because they just released it a little bit too late. Like, honestly, they should be doing this a whole lot earlier. If you're on Xbox and you have the Game Pass, you should be able to get this game for free right when it launches. I believe the way it works on Game Pass is you literally just like go in, and if you're signed up for the service, you can download it, and you can download it for free. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in the video. We got a Marcus made right there, 93, not too shabby. But so far, these packs have been absolutely trash. As we rip some fat packs in the background, that's not what usually happens. I feel like when you're gone and you don't play Madden and then you come back, EA Sports gives you like some crazy pulls, as we're going to be getting 97 Clay Matthews right there. Just as I was saying, the pulls hadn't been popping. We get a 97 Clay Matthews. You'll love to see that. He's going to be going for only 89k. So the market is pretty down right now as I come back from vacation. Clearly haven't touched Madden in a minute. I was getting too excited for a 97 overall pull that just makes us our coins back, but the trip was sick, fellas. I went to so many places in Europe. I was traveling around with my friends. If you didn't know, I graduated college and basically was like, you know what, let's just go on a vacation. I kind of see some of the world before a lot of my friends start their jobs, before I start going full-time on YouTube. It just felt like the perfect time to do that right there. As we'll rip, I guess, our rookie premiere pack in the background. But yeah, now that I'm back on, I gotta get all my rookie premiere stuff. So if you guys want to help me out with that down below in the comment section, I've been watching some videos to kind of stay up to date with it and kind of figure out what I gotta do. But let me know in the comment section any advice you guys have for the rookie premiere stuff, because so far I've only gotten, like, I want to say 2 of the players, and I know I gotta do all the missions. But yeah, I gotta get that all done. I would say my favorite parts of the trip, my favorite places to go, if you're thinking to go into Europe, my top ones gotta be Barcelona. Really sick right there. I'll put up some photos. Mykonos was beautiful, and then underratedly, Budapest was really sick. Budapest was so cheap, bro. Like, I'd go out for breakfast and I'd get like 2 meals and I'd spend like $7 or $10. It was crazy. Let's rip one more pack in the background, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'm gonna be dropping videos for probably like every single day this week to kind of try and get my channel popping again. As you guys know, haven't been posting a ton. Really couldn't post a ton while I was there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Leave a like down below if you made it to the end. It helps out the channel so very much. Like, honestly, if you're here, you're watching this video, before you click off, scroll down, helps out the videos a lot. And yeah, until next time, fellas, love y'all, appreciate y'all support. I'm excited to be back to streaming and stuff in Madden 23, but until then, I'm out. Peace.